not my job, I'm reminded that it's all your job.
This is what happens when we just... Right. This is what happens the day before we film. Except Ken is not the one usually cleaning the cars. But this was special.
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This week we've got something pretty interesting. We've done this before in the past of things that we take in on trade, and I couldn't let the week go by without talking about this particular trade. We took in an '05 Jeep Wrangler, unlimited with only 73,000 miles. To some of you, an '05 doesn't really sound, oh, okay, it's just an '05 Jeep Wrangler. So those of you who will know, they made this TJ, this is an LJ because it's the extended version, long version of the two-door, in '04, '05, and '06. Those are the only years that they produced this Jeep in this shape, this inline six with this long extended version. Hey everyone, for us being able to continue the channel, we'd really appreciate it if you'd hit that subscribe button. We're in need of all of you that are watching all of our videos to please help us out and help us continue it. So please just hit that subscribe button if you can right now. This one is just as the gentleman traded it, pretty much just as it was in 2005. We haven't done anything to the paint. You guys might have seen in the beginning or the middle of this video somewhere she's gonna put it of me washing it yesterday because my whole intention was to trade it in. I thought I was gonna have to fix a whole bunch of things on it and then put it for sale. And there's people out there that do collect them. It's a strong, proven motor and transmission. And then again, the look that you get with it is exceptional. My first intention, like I said, was to fix it up and sell it. And then as I got into it a little bit more, I realized, man, it's May. And this is the way, again, it came to us. I haven't waxed it. I haven't had to put anything on it. There was no dents, no dings. There was a little bit of rust underneath, which we actually took it in our shop. And we sprayed the rust neutralizer and then the black paint to help out underneath. We did add the Mickey Thompsons. Those of you who have Jeeps know that there's no reason to share expense when you're putting on oversized tires. So we chose the Mickey Thompsons for multiple reasons. And then we peeled the doors off. We put the top down. It came with actually the bikini top. And I started to get an attachment to it as I was washing it yesterday and realized that I'll never see one of these again in this condition. You guys may not see one of these again in this condition. And what it's able to do and where it's able to go during the week, to the beach, to the mountains, wherever you want to drive it, jump in and out of it. And I say like the good old days when this is all I knew back in 2004, 5, and 6. And just kind of a flashback in time. Yes, if you've watched enough videos, that I know is a Jeep thing, but I'm short and I still hate that. But we're gonna leave it for now. So what I was talking about LJ is you come to the back and you see where the back seat would normally be in any of them, whether it was a short version or the long version. But then there's this extra space that's behind the back seat and this length that you get from really the front passenger seat all the way back. And that makes this more attractable so that you can pack stuff, fit coolers in the back to go to the beach. We didn't do anything to the rims. This is actually the way that it was traded to us. And you don't really find them in this condition with that low miles on. One thing that the client who owned this prior did, he ripped out all of the carpet and rhinoed the inside. Yes, rhinoed the inside. Some of you are gonna like it that way, so if it rains on you, the carpet doesn't get ruined. I think we're gonna try and add the carpet back in to kind of finish the overall look. There is a amp. Those young and old know what an amp is. It's actually those wires you see under the seat. and it does have the sound bar up top. And we're going to talk about the radio in just a few seconds. So we put back on the sides of the bumpers. They were off, and the actual classic Jeep hook. This tire, we left it on there. We added back the light. He had taken that off, but this is a 2011. It's dry rotted, so we're thinking that we're probably going to take it off. Just put actually the cap that goes on the back and not have anything on the back that will give it a little cleaner look. So I didn't want to do a whole bunch to it because if you own a Jeep or you don't own a Jeep, you're going to own a Jeep, anything that I would personally want to do, we felt like whoever bought it would want to do their own thing. The tires, the reason we did change those is the tires were from 2011. Even though they had great tread, the previous tire, I just didn't feel like it was safe to leave a tire on from 2011. The good news is it's grab whoever you want, it's jump in when you want. You do have to know how to drive a 6-speed or at least a 1-speed to be able to move it, right? And it sounds just like it did back in 05. And you can see that extended part I'm talking about how wide this roll bar is. And then again, it's the extended bikini top, so it covers some of the back seat. So let's just get into it real quick. The round headlights, actually, Savannah, if you get that. This is the condition that it came in with the headlights being that clear. Could have been a possible change out of a headlight because these look a little bit frosted, but just I don't like to change a whole bunch of things to it. I like to leave it originally the way it was. Yes, you got to hoist your leg on up, Savannah, get in there. But some of the things that aren't in here. There's no satellite radio. There is great cup holders, though. Great storage, right? And I want some comments on what deck did you have in your old Jeeps or any of the trucks or anything that you drove. Do you remember the ones that you could take the face off? This is one. The ones that the face came down and closed. Alpine, JVC. Just give me some comments of what you remember back in the day. But when you got this in your car, forget about in the Jeep, like you had made it, right? You had an amp, you had great stereo, you had great speakers, and I would say top down, but top on, doors off, and it's just the greatest thing in the world. 74,302 original miles on it. Air condition works. So yeah, tell us what you think down below. Would you drive it? Would you drive it on the weekends? Would you leave it the way it is? How would you customize it? What would you do to it? Carpet, new stereo, put the top back on, take the top completely off. I don't like the way that the bracket goes on and there's a seal that's there, so it looks like it's away, but it's on there, it's not going anywhere. I just don't like that gap. I remember older in the 80s, there was actually a frame that you put here and you had to slide the bikini top on, but it was flush, there wasn't this space. So let me know if someone makes something like that for an 05. I would love to, if I do decide to keep it, which I get closer every time Savannah makes me walk around it. I might be interested in looking for something like that. Changing anything else, I'm gonna drive it the way it is if I do keep it. Much less in this shape with 70-something thousand miles on it. So thanks for watching. This was just a gem that came in that goes outside of normally what we're showing. It's not a review. It's just to get you guys to look at it. But if you love Jeeps, if you have a Jeep, if you've always wanted a Jeep, just comment down below and tell me what you would do to make it yours.